Welcome to another episode of 94 Feet. And if you're wondering why we call it 94 feet, it's because the length of the basketball court is 94 feet. As you guys know, I'm one of your hosts, legendary Shane, alongside my co-host here.
Jay, I just got back from Portland, so I'm a little jet lagged. So, nah, I'm just playing. Hey, we need to hear about your gym op, man.
Oh, gym op, man.
Yeah, what happened last
This one is a
night?
little anticlimactic. Gym op want to make peace now. Gym op is he's in a peaceful state now.
Now, did you get him there? Like, did you play him against him?
We were on the same team. We were on the same team.
Okay.
And it's funny because I'm like, yo, send me a screen. Like, he coming over there and set the screens. I kid you not. I was loving it. I did it on purpose, dude. I put in everything. I did it on purpose. Like, yo, send me one. And he all in the corner, so he coming. I kid you not. He came running and set the screen. I'm like,
That's funny. That's funny. So he's familiar with your work now.
Yeah. So now we good. Even when he was leaving, like we still didn't say much to each other.
Right.
And he leaving, he gives somebody else a dap. He's like, all right, Shane, have a good one. Like, not just, all right, have a good one. It's, all right, Shane, have a good one. So I'm like, yeah, he want to make peace. You mentioned his name. You mentioned my name. And I'm like, yeah, you want peace.
Yeah, you want peace,
man. So I went Wednesday last week, and I went Friday. And
he was there both of them?
He was there both times. And it's funny because it was one game we went against each other, and he actually hit a shot. He hit a three.
On you?
No, I wasn't going. No,
hey, listen,
sir. Absolutely not. It was a wide open one. It was one of those, like, my teammate was like, kind of like, let him shoot, and he hit it. And they actually ended up winning that game. That was the only point he scored, but hey, they won that game. But it was one of those, and he hit it. And I said to somebody, I'm like, he ain't gonna do that again. Like we can keep leaving it.
He ain't gonna do that again.
But that was funny, man. Like one of these days, you got to come out on a weekday.
Man,
gotta pull up on a weekday.
Is a little tough.
A weekday when you work from home or something like that. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you know.
I do Tuesday and Friday. I guess I could do Friday.
Do it pretty much every Friday. I go there because then I know, all right, I can hoop on Friday. My work day on like Fridays are pretty like chill, so I'm like, if I'm tired, it's an easy day.
Wrap.
It's an easy day.
Watch what happen. I'm gonna get out there on the Friday. He ain't gonna be here. That's gonna be wild. Nah,
man. I'm there.
Get out there on Friday. He ain't gonna be there. Man.
I had to test out my Aunt Edward sneakers, man. Yeah, the AE ones.
How them doing?
Bro, they're good. They're heavier than what I'm used to. I'm pretty sure he don't feel the difference in them because he jumping out the gym no matter what. So Andy Edwards, he don't feel nothing. But for me, it's not like it's overly heavy. But for some reason, I got really bad shin splints wearing them. And so I'm gonna have to get some insoles or something like that. Yeah, so it was like they super comfortable, but I just kept getting both times on Wednesday. Yeah. And I tried it again on Friday. Both times got shin splints. So I'm like, man, I might have to either do some strengthening stuff but anyway, they comfortable. They comfortable though.
Yeah, got you. So I just got back from Portland. Went to go see the Bucks.
Yeah.
Play Portland. Dame homecoming. Man, when I tell you they love this dude out there, they absolutely love. I was there from Monday through like Thursday, and the first 3 days, I had 4 different stories of how they love Dame.
Wow.
It is literally insane.
Yeah, man, and you could just a lot to that city.
Yeah,
he was
man.
a lot to that city.
And you could just feel it, though. You go, pause. Like, when you go into the arena and, like, this dude, like, you see him coming out for pregame warm-ups, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whole crowd cheering. Pre-game warm-up, people cheering. And
that's crazy.
It is insane. They pulled out the red carpet for him, man.
That's what's up.
It was good to see. Didn't end like I wanted it to end, but you know.
Yeah, that was crazy. We really lost to them dudes.
Yeah, but yeah, they love that dude, man. Like you could just feel like the love. Like they had like 4 or 5 different tribute videos for this dude. Yeah. Like it was wild. Man.
I'm glad they didn't boo him. You know how some places they boo, and I'm like, nah, man. He did everything he could for that city.
They appreciate it, man. Yeah. Like my Uber driver got his autograph before. Wow. Said he like the crazy, like he just so real, down to earth, you know,
Yeah.
and like all the stories that I got from, and this is not stories that I'm going around asking.
You actually
I don't know
like you
nobody in
interviewing
Portland.
people.
Right. I don't know nobody in Portland. These are they just offering like, what you here for? Oh, I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Oh, you here to see Dame? Then they go into a story about how something that it was wild.
That's crazy.
Man.
He
But-
been getting some nice treatment because I saw the video or something when he got out when he first landed there or something like that.
Yeah.
And they were just treating him with all his love. I'm like, that's how he was when he came here. I'm like, wherever Dame go, they just rolling out the red carpet.
Yeah,
for him.
and you
That's
could
much deserved too, man, because he did a lot for that city.
He did. He's still doing a lot for the city
did a
too.
lot.
Like you can just tell everybody love him. And then the best thing I think while at the game, besides him making that first bucket back in
even watch it.
Center, it was wild, man. They they cheered this dude. Like when they did the intros, they had a whole little section just for him. Like a whole little like he came out. They didn't even introduce nobody else. It was just him. No. They might have had Malik. But it was Malik, and then it was him. They didn't introduce Giannis, Chris.
That's crazy.
If so, you didn't hear it.
Yeah.
It was him. He came out to the middle of the court, waved. He had that kind of like environment where he just went out and just like waved to everybody like 3-4 times.
That's crazy.
I was just like, man, they love
That's dope,
this
man.
dude. Like he really
He
like
feeling like he was at home, like we had the home court.
But I think the dopest thing there was they put on the screen, right? It was a little kid. She had a poster. Might have been I don't know what gender it was, but pulled it up, right? It said, "Win a ring, then come back home." The crowd goes bananas.
Wow.
Literally bananas. Like I'm just like, dang. Like
That's crazy.
I want him to ring. Listen, he can't. Siri trying to get in on the conversation. But he got to run the ring with Milwaukee.
Yeah.
He got to go back home, man. He has to go back and put on the Blazers uniform.
At the end, man. If we win one this
At
year,
the end,
then we gotta run it back.
well, you got to run it
you gotta
back.
keep on.
Once
on
you
going.
win, once he wins, and then he don't win again, he got to go back. He got to go back, man. He is good for the culture.
Yeah.
Trust me, man. I'm trying to tell you the love that this man got out there, and I mean,
Yeah.
he loved that city too.
Yeah.
But he got.
Yeah, that's like Wade when he left Miami, and then he's like, I at least I gotta retire back home. Like I gotta go back home.
He has to go back to the.
That's what's up.
And I want to be there for that one too. When he come back for that first home game, it's gonna
That'd
be
be wild.
crazy, man.
That'd be wild.
But let's get into it. We got the Redeem Team versus the Dream Team. So the Redeem Team, 2008, we got Carlos Boozer, Chris Bosh, Jason Kidd, Bron, Darren Williams.
You reading this in like alphabetical order from last name? Because when you started off with Carlos Boozer, I'm like, this ain't. How you gonna start off with? We got Carlos Boozer. You're like,
Nah, this is hey, maybe. It started off that way, but then nah. Then they got Michael Redd,
okay,
you know, Buck. We got Dwayne Wade. We got Kobe Bean.
Yeah.
We got Dwight Howard, CP3, Melo, and then Tayshaun Prince. So out of that first five, or out of that Redeem Team, who are you choosing? Starting five.
starting. Like I think I'm gonna start the same way they had that starting lineup. I think it was Dwight Howard at the center. You go Chris Paul at the point guard, Kobe shooting guard,
Yep.
Bron small forward, and KD or interchangeable some kind of way. Like I love Melo. I think they had Melo starting actually.
Did they have KD?
No, I'm bugging.
don't
Not
think they
KD.
had
Melo.
KD.
I'm bugging.
Melo.
in the starting lineup. The other one was KD. I think the 2012. I'm going Melo because Melo was hooping, man. He was tough in them Olympics.
But do you know
games.
who led the USA in scoring though?
Who was it?
I think it was Wade.
Off the bench?
Wade off the bench was led them in scoring.
I think it's
If
easy.
if I read it right, I think it was Wade. He averaged like 17 points or something.
In a way, I will understand that because in the starting lineup, if you got Kobe, Bron,
Yep.
Melo in a starting lineup, if those dudes get 15 each, but now you got not Chris Paul, you got Wade off the bench, like his primary job is to score because like you don't have the killers like in the starting lineup on that bench, and it's like I can see that he was definitely hooping. He was playing good defense too.
Yeah, I'd probably go with that same starting five. I mean, who you really gonna take
Everybody
out?
was dominant.
Who you really gonna take out?
Yeah.
CP3 for Darren Williams? I mean, maybe.
Even if you
CP3 for
did
J
like
Kid, maybe. But nah, I think you keep it that way.
yeah, because
man.
CP3 at that pure point guard, you need him for when you got guys like Melo and Kobe in the same lineup. Look, you can't put Wade as the point guard.
You need to distribute it.
Yeah, you need somebody like that. That's
so
going
we
to
got
like,
the
I don't
dream
care.
team: Christian Laettner, David Robinson, the Admiral, shoot,
Tough,
Patrick Ewing,
tough.
Larry Bird, Magic, Jordan, Pippen, Drexler, Karl Malone, John Stockton, Barkley, and Chris Mullin. Who are you starting on that one?
Sheesh.
Whoo!
That's a tough one, man. I'm going obviously David Robinson start center.
Yeah.
Got
You
to
ain't
put
gonna
Jordan.
put Ewan in there?
Nah, I'm going David Robinson.
I go David
David Robinson is better than Patrick Ewing.
Yeah. I give you that one.
71-point game one time. Like, man, people don't realize how good. David Robinson was kind of
David
like
Robinson
a little bit of a Giannis before Giannis was Giannis. Like, as far as like just the athleticism like that he brought, he was different.
He was left-handed too, right?
I can't remember, but he was different, man.
Yeah,
he slept on. I think
David
a lot
Robinson
of people
was
sleep
dope.
on him.
Yeah.
So I'm going David Robinson, Jordan, Magic at the one.
Okay.
Point guard, you got to have him there. Larry Bird, small forward, but that was he was 1992, so he was a little bit older.
His back was
that's something like
I mean, you got
don't know.
Pippen and Drexler, Karl Malone.
True, yeah, because that was more their time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta go Pippen and
Yeah,
start.
you gotta
lineup.
throw Pippen in there, man. Beside Jordan.
I'm trying to even remember the names. Let me see.
Yeah. Christian Laettner, David Robinson, Ewing, Bird, Magic, Jordan, Pippen, Drexler, Malone, Stockton,
Yeah, then I'm going.
and Barkley.
I'm going Barkley at the power forward.
You gotta go Barkley, bro.
Power-
Barkley
yeah,
was
power
a
forward.
menace.
Yeah, he was.
Barkley was a menace.
Some of these guys get slept on.
Yeah, I would probably do the same thing. Go Magic, Bird, or no, Magic, Jordan, Pippen, Barkley, and then David Rob. Man, that's a stack.
Stack.
So, okay, Redeem Team versus Dream Team. Who you picking? Your starting five that you just picked
Yeah.
go against this starting five. Who would you pick?
'Cause I ain't get to watch these dudes in '92. Like you can only go by like the name, the hype, and all that stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, just
Man,
think
this
about
is
that
tough.
work though. Magic Johnson. You got Jordan.
This is one game or it's a 7-game
Pippen.
series.
Let's go 7-game series, man.
Oh
You gotta go
man,
7-game series.
this is a tough one, man. This is a tough one because like it's just the starting lineup. I think
Okay, let's just go matchups.
Yeah.
Matchups. So CP3 and Magic.
Magic,
Okay.
Magic.
Kobe and Jordan.
I'm a
It's
Kobe
tough,
guy
but you
all
gotta
day.
Go Jordan. You gotta go Jordan, man. Come on, man. Like
We're gonna call that one a tie.
Listen, you can call it a
We
tie.
call
I'm
it a
going
tie
Jordan.
because they not about to, either
man.
one of them. They just not about to give up an edge.
The
Like
reason why I'm gonna give it to Jordan, has Kobe lost in the finals before?
yeah,
I
lost
gotta
twice.
give it to Bone, man. I gotta give it to him. Okay, so small forward, who we had Pippen over here for the Dream Team, and then we had Melo. No, Bron. Okay, so I mean, we going Bron. with
Yeah.
that one. We going Bron with that one, and then we had Barkley versus Melo.
That 2008 Melo
Hey,
versus
2008 Melo.
92 Barkley. I'm going 2008 Melo. I'm going 2008 Melo.
That's tough.
I'm going 2000. I'm going 2008
Barkley
Melo.
came back that year and got the MVP.
Got the
after that.
MVP
Yeah.
after that, and
I
Jordan
don't
was
know.
mad about it.
I think that was the year
And
Carmelo
Jordan was
averaged like
mad about
30.
it.
Carmelo averaged like 30 that year. I don't know,
That's
man.
the tie to me.
Yeah.
I can't call that one.
That's the tie.
I can't
give
call
you
that one
Yeah,
because Melo is. Whew, that boy was crazy.
in
But
that Olympic,
Barkley,
he was going. Yeah, he's going.
I don't
crazy.
know, man.
It's
Then
just
we got
shooting.
Dwight versus.
Them dudes not shooting threes at all. Obviously, it's different times, but so that's why I'm like, that's what's going to kill them. They not shooters, none of them, in that starting lineup are like
Yeah, but
shooters.
Really, in which starting lineup?
In the 92,
Yeah, but who's really the shooters in the
Melo can shoot better than anybody in that.
Melo is the
Kobe
best.
can shoot better than
Melo
anybody
is the
in that.
best 3-point shooter there. Out of these.
Magic not about to shoot a three. CP3 would.
Yeah, but CP3 ain't shooting that. David
don't
Robinson and Dwight Howard.
David Robinson.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Yeah,
David
like
Robinson
that
on
one, like that right there.
So it looks like we picked more on the dream team, though. So I
I don't know. Not really. It's like it really is a split down the middle tie.
This
because
one is
Bron,
tough, man.
Bron for 2008, Kobe Jordan was a equal one, Magic for the point guard.
So we
Yeah, I
got
guess so. It's
Magic
like-
winning, Jordan winning, or tie for you, but Jordan winning on my side, then Bron
Yeah.
winning.
I think you had more 92.
I had more
of a
92.
tie.
Yeah, I had more 92. Well, I had Magic, Jordan.
And
Then we got Bron. I'm going Bron on that team. Then I had David Robinson, so 3. So
Yeah.
that bring me to the 92, man.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I could fully say it, man.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with what I witnessed, what I could see. Like 2008, man, I was watching these games at 5 a.m. because they playing over there. I'm watching these games at 5
You
a.m.
need to go back and watch the.
Well, they were winning games like 112 to 16. Like they were
They were
killing
smacking
teams, bro.
Smacking teams.
That's a good one though.
Yeah, that one's tough. That's a real tough one.
Uh-huh.
All right, so let's switch gears here and go with the topic of a famous topic right now, Doc Rivers.
Doc Rivers.
He is 1-2 in his first 3 games. He just won yesterday against the Mavericks. How long you giving him until now? The
right,
defense
so-
got better since Griffin left, but our record got worse.
It did, but we had a tougher amount of games. Like the teams we played was a little bit tougher. Besides the Blazers one, the Blazers
Yeah,
one.
that Blazers one was crazy.
The Cavs are actually a decent team, and they were on a roll, so we lost to them. I think that was under Prunty though.
Yeah, that was under.
So what was the 2 games we lost with Doc?
We lost Denver.
Denver. All right, come on. It was
We
it was
lost
in
Denver.
Denver. We're playing
Yeah.
the defending champs on their own court, and it was Doc's first game coaching. Like that's not many teams don't go into Denver and win it.
Yeah, I ain't
So obviously
saying
it's a
nothing wrong
loss,
with
but
that
it's not one of
yeah.
those things. I'm not gonna. Most people are gonna go in there and they're
so
gonna lose.
small sample size is 3 games. Do you got trust in Doc?
The funny thing is, I trust him more than I trust Adrian Griffin.
I do too.
But we're gonna give him 10 games because you think about it, right? The same way Coach Lou had to deal with that James Harden trade, and when they gave him some time, they started off rocky, and it was like, yo, and now look, they the best team since December,
Right.
and they like far ahead of everybody.
So
Like,
you give him 10 games before you actually critique him.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man. It was almost getting there last night. It was getting there last night. I said it was 44-20 at the end of the first quarter,
26 or something
and
like
I was
that,
like.
yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, you know
I'm
what?
mad too, and my bets was losing too. So I'm like, yo, it's always a bad night when my
When
bets are
them bets
losing and the
losing,
Bucks
too.
are losing.
Yeah,
That's when you know it's a tough night.
Nah, I was with you on that one, man. Like
I was-
when we was getting blown out, I'm just like, man, what?
Yeah.
I'm just like, this is more of like a personnel issue rather than
Yeah.
a coaching issue.
Yeah.
But what Doc did, what I did like what Doc did though was Luka was smoking. Like he was
Mm-hmm.
cooking. But Doc threw that double team at him. And then we was rotating around.
And that's what was going on. See, I didn't really
That's
get to
what-
watch it. I don't know
Yeah.
what I was doing, but I didn't really watch it. And I hate the fact that, like, I got NBA League Pass, but you can't watch, like, your home
Yeah, the
team.
blackout.
Yeah, that's kind of stupid.
That don't even make sense.
It makes, because that's the team I want to see.
Right.
Like, it is like, oh,
Right.
this is the one team you can't see.
That's
kind of
crazy.
foolish. But,
Yeah.
I saw Luka was going crazy, but then I actually took the under on his fantasy score
I
on
did
Prize
too.
Picks. It was like 68, and I was like, nah, he not gonna get it. For some reason, I'm like, he not gonna get the 68. He
That
finished with
dude.
61 fantasy points, but
Yeah.
DeJounte killed to take it anyway. But
Yeah.
I was like, man, we really figured the amount came back and won by double digits. Like,
Yeah, so we was down like 25 points in that second quarter and third quarter. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
It was something that switched. Dame started going crazy. I mean, he
But he
didn't
shot,
miss,
what,
he
10
didn't
for
miss
11
a-
or something
yeah,
like that
He didn't
the
miss
whole
a
night?
shot until like the second half.
went crazy.
And Giannis was,
48 points.
come on, man.
And that's my knock against Luka. As much as I like Luka, it's just something about him. Like, and that's the reason why I had a feeling when they started coming back a little bit,
Yeah.
I was like, no, they're gonna win because Luka comes out the gate
Yeah.
going crazy, and then once you start to slow him down, he slows down. Like, I lost a lot of like money on taking the over on him in the second half because I see he going crazy in the first half. So I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm gonna put in a live bet, and then he just disappears. And I had a feeling that was gonna happen. You start to figure Luka out. He's like Joel. They start to like they step back.
And
They step back.
that's one thing that I noticed yesterday. But I mean, he couldn't really do anything. He's not the
Yeah.
fastest person, but they was doubling him.
Yeah,
so
you could double,
as
it's
soon
over.
as he come past half court, they would send a person. So somebody
Yeah.
else has to beat you. You gonna lose to Max Cleaver? No. Grant Williams? No.
Nah.
Tim Hardaway Jr. No.
Yeah.
Josh Green.
And it's easy too, because Kyrie play every other day now. Like,
Exactly.
Kyrie is a part-time NBA player, man. It's a lot of part-time
Exactly.
NBA dudes.
Now I wanted to see if Kyrie did play, would
What?
we have done the doubling? Because Doc actually
You
said
can't really
that,
do it as well if you got Kyrie out there.
but Doc said that they had just worked on that doubling thing,
Uh-huh.
and then they did it the next day, and he said they did it perfectly.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
they
that was
sent a guy at Luka.
Adrian Griffin wouldn't have done that.
I don't know,
Adrian
man.
Griffin would have lost. We'd have lost by 50.
That's what a lot of
lost-
people say. That's what a lot of
Adrian
people say.
Griffin would have lost by 50, man. We wouldn't have found our way
I
back.
guess we'll never know.
We'll never know.
Never know.
We
I
saw
guess we'll
enough.
never know. No, but they was sending
know.
a double at Luka. So this guy come up, and then it was just a rotation. Man.
Yeah.
It was beautiful too.
See,
and
I
we
ain't- I
did
ain't-
that.
I watched a little bit of it. I watched
Yeah.
a little bit of the fourth quarter because I got my little sights. But
Yeah.
I watched a little bit of it. But then we went to go. I'm going to pick up some food. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm
then-
going to have faith.
The two times, so we was doubling Luka and it was working. And then the two times that we didn't do it, for some reason, I don't know why they didn't do it, but Luka scored a mid range, and then he got fouled, and then we went back to doubling.
And he's like,
I
"All right,
was just
let's-
like, man, y'all should have
let's stop
stopped
this
it
again."
anyway. Yeah.
Now, that's comedy.
But you giving Doc 10 games.
I'm going to give him 10 games, man, because I think Doc is still a great coach.
Yeah.
When it comes to the playoffs, obviously, it's a little different. But I think
But he
got
did make an
he-
adjustment last
Yeah.
night. So
He got a different personnel than that Clippers team and that 76ers team.
And
As
they was-
talented as Joel and James Harden is,
Yeah.
they don't have the mindset of Giannis and Dame.
Oh,
and the
no.
same thing with the Clippers. Like, Blake Griffin is not Giannis.
Nah.
As much as they should have won those series,
yeah.
Blake Griffin is not a Giannis.
Yeah.
Chris Paul he's not a Dame as
Yeah.
far as like what they can do, their skill set. Like, they have different skill sets, but it's different. So I feel like
Yeah.
what Doc is, he can help get him to the mountain. And then those guys are like,
The
we not about
talent don't have
to,
to,
our
yeah.
talent, our skill, our mindset
Our
is really,
heart.
our heart is not going to allow us to blow a
Yeah.
3-1 lead,
Yeah.
blow a 3-2 lead. Like,
Yeah,
they're
you
not going
can't,
to,
man.
the Bucks, Giannis is not going to allow that.
Yeah, and what was crazy is
No.
the Bucks was actually fun to watch yesterday because they was playing small ball.
Yeah.
Brooke Lopez was out personal
That's true.
reasons.
Yeah, yeah.
He put Robin Lopez in, but you didn't see a lot of Robin Lopez. Second half, he didn't even start.
Yeah, I seen him on the bench,
So
like,
it was
clowning
all
around.
small ball. Man, it was fun.
Yeah.
Man. It was grab a rebound and we out.
Because we got the team to do it. Like, nobody can go small ball, pause, and still have a 6'11" guy like Giannis
Exactly.
pushing.
Pushing, yes.
Like, that
yes.
was different. Like,
Yeah. I think Lopez, we need to play him situationally, man. I think we need to keep him, but we need to play him situationally.
you know what we need to do? And I hate to say it because I hate to, like, have any knocks on our team. BP got to go, man.
Well, of course, we know
BP got to go.
BP
I
gotta
keep trying to
go.
hold out and have faith, but nah, man, he
PC
got to go.
Pat Connaughton gotta go. I mean,
Our plus minus when it was lose getting the game, like it's just
pretty
is
sad,
bad.
man.
We gotta get rid of them. As much as I like them, man, they gotta go.
Yeah, they gotta get out of there, man. But let's talk about the All-Star reserves. The All-Star reserves
This is
came
good,
out.
man.
So we got the West. I need to know if anybody got snubbed. So we got Devin.
This definitely snubbery over there.
Snubbery.
There's definitely some snubbery on.
So we got Devin Booker, Stephen Curry, which is not a starter. You surprised by that?
No, I'm not surprised.
I wouldn't be
And I feel
surprised
bad
either.
because I'm like, not feel bad, but it's like, it's crazy to think like Steph is not a starter. Like he's always been a starter. It's crazy, but it shows there's different times, man.
It's
like
different times, man. You got Anthony Davis, Anthony Edwards. You got the GOAT Paul George.
the GOAT.
You got Kawhi Leonard. You got Cat. And that's it. You got Cat. Who got snubbed on the West, man?
Sabonis definitely got snubbed.
You know, I was looking at that Sabonis pick, but I don't think he got snubbed, man.
I think he got snubbed for AD because I think AD missed more games than him. Plus, I feel like the other night, where AD had 8 or something like that.
He had 10, 18 rebounds. I know exactly what
10
you're talking
points?
about because somebody was posting.
Who's he
I'm
going
just like,
against again?
Why
Like,
are you posting this? Like, this is not
not
a
a good
postable
game,
game.
like-
Right.
10 points. Like, oh, man, who did they play?
The Lakers.
It was the Knicks.
Played the Knicks.
It was the
Yep,
Knicks.
yep,
And I'm
yep,
like,
yep.
you allow Hartenstein
right.
to hold you to 10? Like, all right,
Yep.
18 rebounds is cool, but come on now, bro.
Yeah,
like,
that's crazy.
nah, no.
So you would get rid of AD and
He's
put
the
in
second best
Sabonis?
player when the number one guy is 39. Like, come on, bro. You got a 39-year-old and you still playing Robin? Like, no.
I feel you
No,
on that one.
just off
but
of that,
I can't.
no.
I wouldn't.
Him or Cat, or AD or Cat. One of them.
If I wouldn't even do. I wouldn't. It's tough. I mean, it's definitely debatable, but if anybody was to replace Cat, it would be Sabonis.
Sabonis, yeah.
It would be Sabonis.
Now, what do you think about Steph and De'Aaron? Because what is Steph doing right now? Besides the
Steph
emotional
still-
attachment, besides last night, because they obviously picked us before Steph dropped 60.
And you know what's crazy is Steph actually, because I got him on my fantasy team,
Mm-hmm.
and he actually won me yesterday because he scored like 109 points.
It's
Fantasy
crazy.
points. I was just like, I needed 100
Yeah.
and something from this.
That's
dude.
crazy. He
And
went
he
crazy.
crazy. So shout out to Steph. So I ain't got nothing bad to say about him right now. I ain't got nothing bad to say about him.
Man.
I do think Fox was snubbed. I mean, and let
What
me.
is Steph doing that Fox is not?
I mean,
Worst record? I think worst shooting numbers.
yeah,
Worst
might be worse
defense,
shooting
like-
numbers, but I mean, I think Steph only averaged like one more point. But, you know, there's a guy on here on this team that's averaging 22, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists.
You're going to say PG.
Listen,
You're going to say PG.
listen, it's PG, man.
Nah, PG is a starter.
PG 22 point, which is good.
'Cause
Considering the situation that he's in,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, somebody's averaging 27 and 8 or 27, 5 and 5.
The difference is PG, he plays defense. But the thing, PG doesn't have to. Like, when you got James Harden, Kawhi,
I get it.
and PG, he doesn't. I think PG can average the same numbers as, like, the same score numbers as Fox.
Yeah.
And if Fox, I feel like if he was on that team, he wouldn't average as many points. Like, it's certain guys' job to, like, average that much.
Yeah.
Like, PG doesn't have to. They're the best team since December. They're the best team with him averaging those numbers. Like, he doesn't have to. At some point, you do got to reward the record. A lot of people like, it's an all-star game. You don't reward records. But it's like, if you're getting crazy numbers, but y'all not winning, it don't matter. That's how I feel.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
I get it. But at the same time, man,
It's a
them
close one.
numbers, like
It's a close one, but
them
I'm
numbers,
taking
like-
PG, man.
I mean, or you get rid of Cat.
Because what did they give him? Front court or back court?
See, I don't know if that's still like apply though. Like, I don't know if it's positionless or is it front
I
court,
think it
back
is
court?
because when you vote, it's like front court and
It
then it's
is
back
front,
court.
Front court, back court. Okay,
So I think
okay.
with PG, I think he was voted front court.
So then, if he was
So
voted
he-
front court,
Then now it's between him and Sabonis.
yeah, then it would be him between him and Sabonis, and I would give it to PG. I mean,
I think that's what it was. It was the fact
Yeah.
that he was front court. If he was considered back court, because I voted for him too.
Yeah.
And he was voted one in the front court.
Yeah.
And now that is coming back to me. So yeah, then if it was back court, then Fox would have got that edge on him.
yeah.
But
Yeah, no, I get you. I
got
get
to.
you. But
yeah, it's a
if
good one.
I mean, okay, so you got what's the front court? Booker, Curry, Edwards. I mean, the only one that you can really say that Fox is playing better is Curry.
It's Curry.
I mean,
He's not doing anything worse than Curry. I think he's shooting a higher field goal percentage.
yeah.
Probably a higher 3% too, because Curry's like lower than usual.
Yeah, I don't think that's a snub though. I
It's not. I won't say it's a full
I
snub.
don't think it's a full
I think when you
snub,
bring
though.
their
I-
record into it,
yeah.
he gets the edge.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
as close as they are on everything,
Yeah.
you got to say, okay, record.
See, now I'm looking at this differently, but no, I think the West got it right though. I think the West got it right.
For the most part, I actually want to see what their numbers are looking like too.
Yeah, I think the
As
West
you-
I think the West got it right. So with the East though, this was a little bit interesting. So we got Bam Adebayo, which is, Bam Adebayo. We got, I don't know how to say his name, Baquero,
Oh, Paulo Banchero.
Bankero, Jaylen Brown, Jalen Brunson, Tyrese Maxey,
Yep.
Donovan Mitchell, and Julius Randle. Now, one name that definitely got snubbed is Trae Young. Trae Young should be on
Definitely
this
got
list,
snubbed.
man.
Who does he
Definitely.
replace?
He replaces Maxey.
No
He
way.
replaces
No,
Maxey.
absolutely not.
He replaces
No.
He's gonna be he replaces Maxey.
Absolutely
He
not.
has to, man. Trae Young's numbers are better than Maxey's, dog. But again, you got to go with record. If you go with record, then Maxey, okay, you put Maxey in there. But this dude is averaging, 27 and 10? Maxey is 26 or something like that. I don't know, man. Tyrese Maxey, I think he's having a good year. But Trae might be having a better year than him. I think Trae having a better year than him, man. But Julius Randle,
This dude dropped 50 twice this season.
Is that with or without Joel Embiid?
One was with, I think, and one was without.
And one was without, right? So listen to this. Do you want to hear his record without Joel Embiid?
It's not good.
All right, then.
But
All right.
you want to hear Trae Young's record with DeJounte, with Clint Capella, with Jalen Johnson,
Okay.
with these guys, like,
It's not Embiid.
understandable.
It's not Embiid.
So you don't think
Not
all
even
those
close.
guys-
Not even close.
But why is their record so far off? Like, it is super far off, man. Them dudes is what, like
All right, if
20
we
and 27
compare-
at the time?
If we're comparing teams, Maxey's gonna win. If we're comparing players,
I don't know, man.
Trae Young is having a better year than Maxey to me. Yeah, them 50-point games. Okay, cool.
He's
yeah.
not having a better one.
I think Trae Young is having a better year than Tyrese Maxey, man.
Nah.
I think it
And
looks
he averaging
better.
like 5 turnovers, bro.
I think
like,
it looks well. He got the ball more.
he got DeJounte. Like,
Man, DeJounte.
still averaging like 22.
Listen, DeJounte, he get in where he fit in, really. Like,
Nah,
we
not
know-
even, bro. He's the one who last night you
man.
watched the game. Who really put them?
correct.
Who's been the one saving them at the end of these games? It's
Yeah.
DeJounte every time.
Yeah, but
it's not Trae Young
but the
winning these
two-
games.
But he hit like 2 game winners back to back. Trae Young, I don't think Trae Young played for one of those games for sure. But I don't know, man. I think Trae Young is having a better year than Tyrese Maxey. Do you
do
think
you know how
anybody?
many? Do you know how many turnovers Trae Young averages versus how many turnovers Maxey averages?
Well, I mean,
Trae Young 4.3.
okay.
Tyrese Maxey 1.5.
Listen,
Tyrese Maxey
it's-
averages less turnovers by everybody in the top 20.
Okay,
The
so
top 20
how many
scores per
assists does
game.
Maxey average?
The top 20,
This dude is leading
6.4.
in assists. Okay, and how much Trae Young average? 11 or something like that.
Trae Young averages 10.9.
Okay, so he averages 11.
But
It's a good
5,
trade-off.
no, it's not.
4 is a good trade-off, bro.
No, that ratio,
But what
6
you
to
gotta
1,
think though too, like
10 to 4.
I know, but what you gotta think though too is like I don't know. I think Trae Young.
So those
having a
assists
better-
looking cool, but every other one is a turnover. Like he down somebody, turnover. Down somebody, turnover.
Man, you gotta look at his team though too, man. Like Maxey though, like I do like Maxey. Pause. Like I think he's a great player. I just think Trae Young is having a better year than him.
Nah,
He is, man.
I don't think so.
I think so, man. Did you look at the points? Trae Young averages more points.
Yeah, like
more points,
1 point
more
more.
assists, more points, more assists, more turnovers.
More turnovers, lower field goal percentage, lower 3-point
Yeah,
percentage,
but
lower
but
rebounds.
again, you got to think about
Less
okay,
steals.
Okay, look at his usage. Trae Young's usage is probably double. What? Probably not double, but it's way higher than Maxey's, man. Way higher.
Like you say it like, but
I
he's
don't
not
know,
efficient.
man.
He's-
don't know,
Okay,
bro.
you're talking about assists. His
to
assist
be
is high.
It's easy to be efficient. It's easy to be efficient when you got Joel Embiid on your team. That gravity over there, come on, man.
I mean, yeah, but
It's
at the
easy to
same
be
time,
efficient when
Trae
you
Young
got-
is known for just having that many turnovers
know-
every year in, year out.
Embiid.
And I love Trae Young. I was
Embiid
mad that
didn't
he
play
got
last
snubbed.
game. Do you know how many points Tyrese Maxey?
23.
Maxey had 23.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It was a bad one. It
was
was a little 23.
He gonna have a lot of those.
But the game before that, he had 51.
Right, because it was the first time All Star. Who did they play? I can't remember who they played, but
Either way, come on. Yeah, 50. You say, oh, he got 23. But the game before that, he got
bringing up
51.
these 50-point games. These 50-point games, I don't know. It's impressive, but 50 is a new 30.
And I like Trae Young, too, man. That's why I'm low-key
I think Trae
sad
Young
about
is
it.
having to be a better year, man.
He averaging one more point and shooting less
I don't know, man. I
percent
think
from
he's
the
having a
field.
better year, man. I think he's having a better year. And he's doing it with the organization on his back. Tyrese Maxey ain't got the keys to the car, man. Or he ain't got the key. Yeah, he ain't got the keys to the organization. You
don't
see
know,
what
bro.
he does without his number one. Trae Young
Drop 50.
is the number one. Huh?
Trae Young could drop 17 points, shooting 6 for 26,
Nah, man.
10
I don't know. I
assists,
think he having a
seven
better- I think
turnovers.
What about
Like,
Jimmy Butler? You think Jimmy got
no,
snubbed?
no. Jimmy Butler stay at home, bro. Jimmy Butler is another one of those dudes that's a part-time NBA player, bro.
He
Give
definitely
me the
is.
check.
Yeah, this dude definitely do
Part-time,
not
man.
play, man. I don't know.
It's
what
a lot
it
of
be
part-timers
about.
out there.
No, he been balling the last few games though, because they
Yeah.
was on that win or lose streak. And he been balling the last.
He
few
was
games.
balling a lot of those games they was losing too. Like, nah, man, no Jimmy.
Yeah.
And the only person on the East I feel like was partly snubbed was Trey, and I still don't feel like he's snubbed. But I'm like, if you want to make a case for anybody,
Who would you say is the person that he would replace Trey? If you had to
a
replace
lot of
him.
people are saying Dame,
Oh, come on
and
now.
you're the first person I've seen that actually said Maxey. A lot of people saying Dame, and I wouldn't do it. I'm just saying what a lot of people. That's why I think the lineup is good, because I don't think Trae Young could replace any of those guys.
Right.
I don't think he could, because if they all close, like think about it, the Maxey versus Trey, that's close. It's not like it's a for sure
Yeah.
Trey, but then you put their record. That is always the deciding factor. If you have people like this,
Yeah.
then you got to go to the record and be like, all right, what's going? I need something to break this tie
I feel you.
record, and then that's what's going to do it. Like
Unless they
simply-
just clear cut.
let's say clear cut, but
Yeah.
if they are right there, then they got to put the record. And if their record is that much closer, then
So again,
then it can go
who
any
would
way.
you make an argument against on the?
Probably Maxey.
All right,
A lot of people
then.
saying Dame, but I'm
That's
gonna go
what
Maxey.
I'm saying.
But
That's what
it's
I'm
still
saying.
not
You
enough
can
of
make
an
a
argument.
case.
You can make a somewhat case. I don't think he was snubbed
Yeah.
fully. I think it was a close one, but I don't think he should have got the nod over anybody that did make it.
Yeah. I
What about
mean,
Jaylen Brown? What is Jaylen Brown really doing? I mean, his team got the #1 record,
I mean,
but
he
like
got number one record. He is averaging about 23 points.
4 assists.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
you
like
can make that case too. You can
'Cause
make
people
that case too.
Like Jaylen Brown. Like,
no. I'm with you on that one. You can make that case too. But I think
that record, that being the number one.
that's what I'm saying.
That,
The easier
so the record
case,
does matter.
The easier case to make is Maxey.
Yeah.
Because he's the closest one to. I mean, besides Halliburton, but we know Halliburton is way better than Trey this year. But so sticking with the All-Star night, Steph and Sabrina, 3-point shootout, man. Now,
as you doing that, with these numbers,
what we got here? Who is this?
just look at it. Do you think they're great?
No.
They're not that great.
No,
And you know who it is too. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Look at that. Even the
JB.
start. Yeah,
Jaylen
that's
Brown.
not amazing, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you can
22
make.
and
Listen,
3?
you can make that case too. You can make that
Yeah,
case too.
and that was
But
the one I
the-
had the case for. But the only thing is the record.
That
Because
record
like
is
Maxey's
crazy.
having a better year than him. Everybody's on that bench, that reserve is having a better year than him, but they don't have the number one record. But
Right,
everybody
right,
has
right.
better numbers than him, and that's what's the really crazy thing. We talking about JB,
Has better numbers than who?
Jaylen Brown.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody on that.
Okay.
Everybody on the East has better numbers than Jaylen Brown.
Yeah. No, I get you.
Yeah. What is this?
Yeah, that's wild. But you know, Sabrina is the she. I think they said she made the most 3-pointers in the 3-point shootout. Who you got winning that though?
3-point shootout. Her, Steph.
Her Steph.
The funny thing is, a lot of people will be like, "Oh, it's Steph. That's easy," but it's really not gonna be that easy. Like the thing about women players, they can shoot. Like they can shoot.
They not practicing on dunking.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
stuff
I'm like,
that.
it's
Yeah.
like a lot of casuals gonna be like, "Oh, it's Steph. It's easy," and I'm like, but what she is to the to the WNBA, like her skill set, like when they had a 3-point contest, she went crazy in the
Yeah.
All-Star game for the WNBA.
Yeah, they
broke some kind of record or
Steph
something like
said
that.
she made the most ever in the 3-point competition.
Yeah, so this is not gonna be a cakewalk.
Nah.
But what she did, she shot herself in the foot because she did something foolish. She said, "Hey, I'll pull up from the 3-point line too." And I'm like, "All right, now you bugging a little bit." Like that's the thing, man. Like not trying to be this whole gender thing. That's the thing about women, man. They get real prideful. Like, no, I'm gonna pull up, and I'm like, "Yo, this is Steph Curry now." Like,
Right.
chill. Like that is where I'm starting to be like, all
Listen,
right.
I understand that women do this too. Like
They start to get
WNBA,
real prideful, man. When you
listen, they can ball.
You give them a
They can ball, but I mean, once
an
you
inch, they
start
take a mile.
comparing them to
Like
the greatest shooter ever,
if it's WNBA line, it's a little bit closer. I think it's
absolutely.
definitely closer, but come
I think,
on now.
Do you think there's a WNBA team that can beat NBA team?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely
bro.
not?
I saw something, bro, and this is what I really.
I don't know. The
this
Aces
is
is
like,
tough, man.
who are they beating?
Hey, Kelsey Plum is a fool. Hey,
They won't
she
be.
a
They would
fool.
get blown out by 50 to the Pistons. Imagine Kelsey Plum trying to guard Cade. Like, no. They would
Hey,
get blown out by
Asia
50.
Wilson, fool.
Guarding Jalen Duren.
Ooh. Yeah, but you got to think about
Jalen
the other-
Duren?
Well, yeah, oh.
Shit,
You're only looking at one side of the ball. You got to look at the other side of the
So
ball.
you don't think
too.
Jalen Duren gonna be able to guard? He's 6'11". She's
I don't care
6'4".
how- listen, I don't care how tall she
Their
is.
tallest person is 6'4". Their center is 6'4".
Listen, I get what you
That's
saying.
Cade. That's
Asia
Cade, point
Wilson.
guard.
Listen,
Think
Asia
about
Wilson
Azur
got work.
Thompson. Azur Thompson.
Listen, I'm not saying you're wrong. I think
Bro,
the
they're getting
Pistons.
smacked by at least 60. at least, at minimum 60 point. Bro, oh no.
I'm not saying that the Pistons won't win. I'm not saying.
It's
But
by at
I'm
least
trying
60.
to tell you that the Aces, they got work over there.
Bro, I watched a lot of WNBA games this year, and they're better than I thought they were. They're actually low key entertaining some of the teams.
Yeah.
They're getting smacked by at
Skylar
least
Diggins
60.
coming back. Seattle. Yeah, man.
They're not getting shots up, bro. Like Kelsey Plum is 5'8". Yeah, she doing that stuff over there. She's 5'8", bro. We got 5'8" men not even doing stuff in the league.
That's funny.
It's not gonna happen, man. They just getting put in the post. Asia Wilson, as good as she is, she not scoring.
By 60 or 50.
What do you? All right, final score: a full 48. Because they don't even. Do they play 48 minutes, or do they play 40? I think they get 10 minutes quarters or something like that.
I don't know, but
what do you think is the final score?
I think they lose by 30.
30?
I think they lose by 30,
Bro,
man.
remember,
Listen,
the Pistons were up on the Celtics by like 30 at one time.
Listen, I'm trying to tell you, though, like, a lot of they shots, but again, like you were saying,
again,
man,
sent to the crowd, third row.
Man. I don't know. Listen, the Aces can ball. I don't know about a lot of other WNBA teams, but I don't think they lose by like 60. Like
they lose by 60. They lose by.
I think they lose
That's
by
minimum.
a
That's
lot.
me being generous. That's me being generous. I kid you not, bro.
I think they lose.
They would make Killian Hayes look like Steph Curry, bro. Like they make.
No,
oh my
I actually
God.
think they're a lot. I actually think they're a lot killing up, though.
They're not guarding anybody.
I think Kelsey a lot killing up. Honestly, I'm gonna keep it a bean. I think still a lot killing up.
Yo, Killian be getting blocks on people. Like he be getting like 1, 2, 3 blocks a game. Couple steals. Like Killian Hayes.
I'm sorry, I don't got no.
He's
faith
putting
in
her in prison. He's putting Kelsey Plum in prison.
No.
He's putting her in prison.
I ain't
bro.
got no faith in that young man, dog.
In the NBA, absolutely not. But with them dudes, I mean, with them women, oh man, they gonna make him look like a goat.
Okay, so we got. So I know how you gonna feel there.
Really, final score. What would you give the final score?
I say they lose by 30.
No. That ain't no final score. I want to know the final score.
Final score. And we talk about the Pistons, right?
Yeah, Pistons.
Talk about the Pistons.
Pistons versus the Aces.
48-minute
game.
I'd probably go. I'd probably go 120. It'd be 120-90.
You think the Pistons only gonna get 120?
I think so. I think
the Pistons only get.
I think so.
They
bro.
average like 111, 113 now.
I think so, bro. Because what you gotta think is they're gonna be up by so much they're gonna put in their bench, and like they're gonna put in their bench.
It won't even matter, bro.
Yeah, man. I think it's only 30. I'm respecting WNBA because they put in.
I respect them, and that's why I'm saying they're gonna lose by maybe only 60. And that's what me putting respect.
I don't know, man.
Birdman, put some respect on 60 at minimum.
So Cousins versus Brittany Griner. That's a 1-on-1 happening.
What are they going to? If it's what 10, they going to 10. Just
Sure.
10s.
We go. Say,
It's 10s.
which
Like
way?
as much.
Which way?
Which way? Which way? Which way? Oh my gosh, man! DeMarcus Cousins
listen,
gonna put
I think
her
this is
to
just a bad.
shame.
I think this one right here is a bad matchup, though.
This is bad.
This is a bad matchup.
Like as good as these women are, you got to think about it. These are the cream of the crop, top tier players. Even not playing in the NBA, who DeMarcus Cousins is. Like
the
reason why he's not in NBA is because I think his attitude. Like he still has a skill set to play. I think he's only like 34 to not be in the starting lineup, but I think he still has a skill set. But nobody want to deal with him.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah, when he was playing with
gosh.
the Bucks, he had a double-double. The game that he had like 25 and 10. The game that we let him go, he had 25 and 10. Went back to the locker room. You out of here.
Yeah, it's his attitude.
And he was on like a 10-day. He was balling though.
Yeah,
man.
like
shoot the three. Gosh. He can't really defend, but.
He won't even need to.
I think this is going to be more entertaining. I think this is a way for the NBA to like start intertwining because I mean, come on, man. All-Star Weekend is kind of like
they're going to unintertwine it too when they see when they see what Cousins do to her. They be like, nah, that was a bad call. This is as far as we go.
I think this would be more entertaining if it was more like. Killian Hayes versus Kelsey Plum. Like that type of...
Bro, that is still 13 zip.
Man.
Killian Hayes is not letting Kelsey Plum...
work, dog.
She may get one bucket. She will not... If he gets the ball and if they're doing make it, take it, or they doing opposite.
Nah, we ain't going to do make him take it. It's going to be...
Yeah, I'm about to say, because she would never get that ball back.
That wouldn't be entertaining.
Killian Hayes is 6'5".
I don't care how old.
She's 5'8". Like, I think you forget that. Like, they look. He
Man.
may look. He's 6'5", bro. Like and he's actually in the NBA. He's not
But
a bad defender.
I think guards would be more entertaining than like this.
Yeah, big man, yeah.
Because Brittany Griner, she
gonna post up. She gonna have to post.
She the same height as
Nah, she's 6'8", and he's 6'11".
I thought he was 6'9".
Nah, DeMarcus.
Yeah, I
he's
thought-
6'11".
Oh,
They list him at
6'11"?
6'11". She's 6'8".
Okay. So that ain't like
Ain't horrible, but
it ain't terrible, but I mean
It's still 10
She
zip.
give up a few pounds to him too. She give up
Like,
a few pounds. So-
imagine their best WNBA player versus our best NBA player. Like, imagine Giannis versus or Joel. Like, it just, bro.
Hey,
we're not,
you know,
want to
back
take this
in the
even
day,
further.
Though, listen, back in the day, though, I'm gonna tell you what person that I think would give NBA players work is Diana Taurasi.
Who's she going against?
I don't know. They used to call her like Melo, though. They used to say, listen, Melo of
Maybe
the
she playing like
WNBA, though. Melo
Yeah, I
of the
get that.
WNBA is what I'm saying. But Diana Taurasi, she could
can ball.
work, dog.
But
She got work, man.
I don't know. But now I saw something else, and somebody, I think it was Mark Jackson on It Is What It Is, he actually said, but he was like, you think a WNBA team will lose against the best high school team?
Oh, man.
I think that high school team will actually beat a WNBA team.
You talking
Mark
about
Jackson?
men, right? You talking
Yeah,
about
men.
Men?
That what's the name? What's
Well,
what's
yeah.
the dude that's about to that's blowing up the spot right now in Paul's?
Well, you gotta think
man,
those
what's
top-
his name? I just forgot it.
gotta think-
That Monteverdi team. Them dudes are like all
That's what
destined
I'm
for the
saying.
league.
All of them is like 6'4", 6'5", 6'8".
Yeah,
so,
that's I'm like, what is the white boy? He's like the hottest. I can't get his name right now, and that's my guy.
I know what you're talking. I know who you're talking about. He be averaging like triple double.
Yeah, that's I'm like,
He averaging like triple double.
why can't I remember his name right now? That's like I'm literally going blank, but that's my guy. He like
He was
6'9",
He was
6'.
just on the Slam magazine.
Yeah,
In front of
exactly.
the Slam
Uh-huh.
magazine. I know you're talking about.
They not stopping that dude. Like I don't care. That team will beat a WNBA team.
I don't know, man.
That team.
I don't know. I got to watch more WNBA game, because I only watch the people
Yeah.
who won the championship was the Aces, and I watched the other team, Sabrina, which I think
Liberty.
Sabrina as
She shouldn't have got MVP. I think what's the name? Shorty
She
from
got
the Aces.
MVP?
She got MVP last year.
what?
Yeah, she went MVP over.
She didn't even want to shoot the ball in the finals.
Yeah, crazy.
Oh, that's messed up. But
Asia Wilson got robbed for that. I think she definitely got robbed, but it was Brittany
Sabrina.
Sabrina. No. What's the name? Brianna Stewart, the one that won. That's who
Oh,
won. Sorry,
Brianna Stewart.
is the one who won.
No, Brianna Stewart. She was.
But
she wasn't
Sabrina,
bad.
yeah, she.
Sabrina, I thought she got her own shoe.
Yeah,
the whole
uh-huh.
nah. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm watching her play, and it was this one game where she just went off three.
Oh
three,
yeah. I think I had to
three,
over on her one
three.
of them games.
I
Like,
was
she went
like, oh,
crazy. I think first
shoot.
quarter she went green for me.
Yeah, but in the finals, she didn't really want to shoot.
Yeah.
I'm just like, man, what we doing? But yeah, we
What
gonna
is dude name now? It's really gonna drive me
let's
crazy.
go ahead and revisit the 65 game rule because
Yeah.
you was okay with it. You
Yeah,
said
and I'm still.
you should show up 80% of your thing. I'm like, nah, man. I don't think it should be a rule. All the players that talked about it said they don't like the rule.
Yeah.
I think what needs to happen, though, like I said before, I think the people who's voted need to take that into consideration. But what I found out too, excuse me, the last, how many did I do? The last 5 MVPs played at least
Yeah.
65 games or something like that, or last 10. Except Giannis, I think he played like 63 games or something like that.
Oh yeah. I saw that too.
Yeah. And now what you get is, like I was saying, people who really want that MVP, they're going to play when they really hurt, like Embiid.
Yeah.
And now he got a torn meniscus. So this is happening in real time. Like I said, they're going to want to play and get that 65 game. You need to get rid of it, man.
No, absolutely not.
Come on, man.
No.
You gotta get rid
As
of
much
that,
sympathy
dog.
as I feel for Tyrese and all these guys start losing money in their contract. No, you go to work, man. Like, no, I
But
would
again,
not. The players are not a fan of it because they play. It's like they're penalized. But as fans, think about how many times you go to you're nervous. You want to go to a game, but you're like, I don't know, they may not play. Like we went to a game and Dame didn't play,
Right.
and we were like, dang, I wish he would have played. Like
Yeah.
think about how many times people go to games and they want to see their best player and they got some load management. You can't separate the dudes that's doing the load management versus the people that are like really actually hurt. Because you can't punish one and reward.
Right.
So in a way, you got to just say, hey, we trying to make money too as a league. Think about your company you work for. Imagine if you only came to work 79% of the time.
I'm glad you brought that up because a lot of people say that, but like my job, it's no risk of injury.
You don't
Me
get $30 million a
on-
year though. I don't know how much you're not getting $30 million.
Exactly my point though. Like it's like you saying, oh, these people need to show up for 80%, but their job is like strenuous. Like this is a
But that
strenuous
paycheck
job,
is
man.
luxurious. like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. You get paid that much and you still are upset you got to play 80%. I think it's 79%.
Yeah,
Imagine,
something like that.
80%. That means every Monday, imagine you call out of work every Monday. Because that'd be 80% of the days that you're there.
Sure.
So you only work Tuesday, Friday, but every Monday you call in, I can't make it. I can't make it. And
But again,
and you
my
ask for a
job
raise.
is sitting
and you
down.
ask for a raise.
Their
at the end.
their job is actually getting up, moving their body, putting
But
their
you got
body on the line
But you got
every
your
single
job
day,
for 52 weeks, bro. They got their job for like 6-7 months.
and they still do in 1 week more than my job would do in 6 months with their body. Is what I'm saying.
But they getting paid millions.
I get
You
what
can't
you're
get
saying.
paid $30 million a year and be upset that you don't get an award because you didn't play in 79% of your games. Nah, man. You gotta it's either the money or it's either like you can't have it all. You can't have it all. You can't get paid that much and then still be mad that you gotta show up to work.
I do feel like you make 30 million a year, you should show up to work. Yeah, but I mean,
Those are gonna be the guys that's getting those awards. Nobody's gonna get those crazy awards if they're not making 30 million, because they usually the top of the MVP.
yeah, it's top
He's
of the top.
Every MVP that's gonna win is making at least 30 million a year. Everybody
Yeah,
that's
it's
on an
top of
all
the top.
team, all NBA, they're all making like 30 million a year. So everybody that you have in this conversation that's probably gonna get an award, they're all making north of 30 million a year.
Yeah,
and
but
you're
now
mad that you got to go to work when you're making that much. The best thing is that when you don't show up, you're at least still getting paid. It'd be funny. It'd be different if Embiid was not getting paid for these games that he's missing. He want the money. He want the award. Nah, bro. Nah, you got to go to work, bro.
I mean, if you do not change this, you're going to continue to get superstars making 30 plus million a year that's going to get hurt, just like Joel Embiid. This is going to continue to happen because what's going to happen is they're going to try to get that 65 to play when their body is saying, no, you shouldn't play. But he wants the award.
Then you
So
sit
you-
out,
so-
bro. You sit out and wait till you get
Exactly.
better.
What's gonna happen is you're not gonna be able to see your favorite player. So now, let's say Embiid sat out that one game or 2 games, right? His meniscus is good now. Then he can go play. So he can play. Now he probably ain't gonna play the rest of the season. So you're missing out on money if you're the NBA because you got that rule in.
Nah,
I don't know,
you would have
man.
missed out on money anyway because you would have just sat out. You would have missed the award. Nah.
Nah, man. I think
It was selfish of him to feel like his knee was that bad and put his team on the line when he know he was in jeopardy, but he really focusing on individual awards.
yeah, but the
That's selfish.
Okay, but the individual awards is what get you the money that you're talking about, that 30 plus million, those bonuses.
Understandable.
That's why Halliburton is crying about this now because he's missing out.
He said
That's why Halliburton is crying about this now.
nobody that's losing money is going to be a fan of it. It's like if you're in the NBA, nobody's going because they want to have their cake and they want to eat it too. Pause.
Do you think that is
Like that's exactly what it is. They want to get paid millions and they want to be able to take games off. No,
Exactly
man.
my point.
You got
This is-
Mikal Bridges that never missed a game, ever. How is he just so fortunate? It's because he liked basketball. Jason Tatum doesn't really miss games. Like, a lot of these guys just don't
Yeah.
miss games. A lot of these dudes don't like playing basketball, and they ruin it for the guys that actually do.
Which I can tell, like, there's a lot of players out there that I don't think Anthony Edwards really. I don't think Jokic really like basketball. I don't think Anthony Edwards really like basketball.
You don't think Ant like
I don't
basketball?
think he really like basketball.
Why not?
I don't know. I was watching an interview with him. Well, he actually said I don't like basketball. Now that I think about it, it's an interview with him saying I don't really like basketball. I'm just good at it. So, like, I'm gonna send you the.
But he doesn't even miss games.
No, he don't. But, like, I mean, if you pay him,
I
however
think he likes basketball, bro.
Yeah,
I actually
he
think
probably
he
was
does.
trolling when he was saying that though.
Right,
Too,
you got to remember,
but-
he just turned like 22. Like, he's still a kid.
Yeah.
Like, you said some crazy stuff like when you were 22. Like,
Yeah. But I mean, I think you need to get rid of the rule. You're gonna get more superstars hurt, man. Anybody that's running for like, let's say,
stop caring about these individual
I
awards as
hope-
much, man.
I mean, but the individual awards is what gets you that next payday.
You got to take care of yourself.
Yeah, but
It's too many
you
guys
wouldn't
in the
have
league.
to do that if you don't have that rule. What needs to happen is those voters need to be like, yo, you missed too many games to my liking. No. And once you got that consistency, then it's like, okay, hey, if you Adam Silver, let's say these people are missing these games, right? Would you give them like PTO days or something like that? I don't know if they got PTO days or not, like PTO games.
Yeah.
Like, okay,
It's the 17 games is PTO.
Right. Embiid, however many games you miss, you get paid half that game or something like that. Instead
the
of
most
putting
I would say-
putting that 65 limit on there. So you losing money instead of losing the award.
Nah, man, I'm okay with this 17 games, man.
Man, I
If
don't like
anything,
it,
I
man.
may think in the future they may tweak it and turn it to 20. They may tweak it. But right now, I think it's fine because it's way too many guys that do play
Yeah.
more than 65 games. It's too many players that play more than that, and it's like, I'm sorry, man, I can't reward
What
you.
you
Like
gonna
the
get-
best ability is availability.
Which I appreciate that. But what you're gonna get one of these years is it's gonna be Jaylen Brown that wins the MVP, and everybody's gonna be sick. The NBA is gonna be sick because it's gonna be ain't nobody gonna. Nah, man, I think you need to get rid of that rule.
Nah, I think it stays.
It's gonna be
Let's get a vote out for that. I think it got to stay.
Yeah,
It got to stay because these players, like, if they didn't get paid as much as they did, then I'd be like, man, I get it. But like, you can't be sitting on $35 million a year and then mad because you got to play in 65 out of 82. Like, you can't, bro. You can't. You can't get paid that much and then still whine that you got to go to work. Like, obviously, it's physically demanding. But think about how many
Yes,
people
for what,
you work
8
at
months,
you may
man.
work at a desk, but how many people are doing things that's mobile and like
construction workers.
construction workers, or even like people who like, and it sounds crazy because it's not like beating your body to some degree, but like people who are working like as waiters and waitresses in like busy places and pulling like doubles, and that stuff is. I used to do that. I used to work in Times Square, and I'm working
Yeah.
these doubles. I'm talking about 10 a.m. to 1 a.m.
Yeah.
sometimes, and I'm like, and it's Times Square, so you know. In this holiday season, like it's super busy,
yeah.
December.
Yeah.
And I just remember man, you just feel like death. You feel like death because you can't really stop to eat because you still doing a job.
Now think about that
So-
times 3.
Understand.
What you talk about? You
But
said
I
you
left
felt
that
like
day with
death.
like $500. I didn't leave that day with 500,000. Like I didn't leave it with
feel what you're
500,000.
saying with the money. So you essentially what you're saying is they make too much to not have a rule.
Imagine, all right, so the demand, right, was that they needed everybody to work. When I was a waiter, everybody had to work crazy doubles. That was like the requirement. Imagine if I called out every and I only work
Monday
80%
or
of my shift,
whatever.
they would have let me go. They would have said, hey, you can't handle this workload. We got to find somebody else to do it.
All right, but that job is not the NBA.
Understandable. It's not, but the
And listen,
requirement
I
is
don't
that
know
any
how-
job you have to work.
And
No
listen-
other job you can miss 80, 20%, 21% of the time and still stay. And then
What
I'm
about
talking
the NFL? Do the NFL got one rule like that?
I don't think so.
Why you think the NFL don't got a rule like that? Oh, you got to play at least 10 games before you, what's it called? Why you think baseball don't have a thing like that?
I think it's like more so
Why you think soccer don't have a thing like that?
because these players in NBA
Oh,
sit
man.
out more at a more frequent rate than those other sports. NBA players sit out at a larger amount. They miss more games percentage
I can't
wise.
confirm nor deny that. So I'm going to have to just
and
rock
I
with
think
what
that's
you're
why they
saying.
made the rule. I think
Yeah.
players miss a lot more, and a lot of times when guys miss a lot of games in the NFL, they don't get the award. Like
Yeah.
you never see, because most of the time the MVP is a quarterback. Like the quarterback's
Right.
playing every game.
Yeah.
Like a lot of these guys, they play in every game. I never really seen a guy only play like 10 games and not
Yeah.
get an award.
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't know. We're going to have to put a poll out for that one. Pause. So 94 feet player of the week.
see you got this week.
I got Curry, man. He's averaging
Losing,
39.
man.
He's losing.
They're losing.
But again, this is an individual award. So I got Curry averaging 39 points. And he got me to win yesterday on my fantasy team. So I had to give him a little, but yeah, so I had Curry. I had runner-up D. Mitch because that team is playing really good over there too. But I got Curry averaging 39 points this past season or this past week. What you got?
Yeah, he been stepping up to the plate. It was tough. I had Brunson and I had KD. Because KD been balling. The Suns, they've been winning. And I was torn because I'm gonna go Brunson because they were on a nice streak without Randall. Obviously, they lost last night
Yeah.
to the Lakers. Was it last night? Night before last? I think it was last night.
Yeah.
Last night. But I gotta give Brunson the spot.
Brunson been balling.
He been balling, man.
You think
Like,
he should be in the MVP conversation? Like,
Yeah, he
Kendrick
definitely
Perkins?
should, man. Like at least top 6. Like
He should be in the MVP conversation. Top 6 though,
'Cause he's not even in the top 10.
5. Like,
because think about who are the top 5. Giannis, Joker,
okay, would you give it to him over
Joel.
Giannis?
No,
No, or Joker,
no,
Shea,
no.
Luca.
I don't think Luka's in the top 5.
Stop it. Luca's in the top 5.
I think he's 6.
What? Okay, so who's
I think
the
it's
4?
Joel.
Uh-huh.
I think it's Joel right now. I think last time I said it was Joel, Shea, Joel. No, Joker, Shea, Joel, Giannis, and it was somebody else. I don't know if it was Luka. I think Luka was 6. I can't remember if it
Who
was
else would you
Tatum or
put?
somebody. I think it was.
Come on, man. Not no Tatum, dog.
It was somebody, but I
Not
don't
no
think.
Tatum, bro. What we doing here? Nah.
I think it was. Or even if it's Luka, I'm still not giving what's his name, Brunson, the nod over that.
So he
Luka.
should
Not a
be
guy
in the
that dropped.
conversation. In top 5 is the conversation.
Oh, top 5 is the
Top 5 is
I'm
the
just saying he should
conversation.
because I didn't think he was on the
No.
top 10. So that's why I'm thinking like, all right,
No,
you
he
got to put him
definitely
in
in the top 10.
That's what I mean by put
Definitely
him in the.
10. I think anything past
conversation.
top 5, you shouldn't be in the conversation.
I
You
get
shouldn't
what
be
you on
talking
that.
about no top 6 or anything. Nah, bro.
I give him 6, man. He the 6th man.
He the 6th man. Nah, okay. Well, he should be in the MVP conversation.
Yeah.
Starters only.
Uh-huh.
Starters
See
only.
that? I was right. It was first is Joker,
Yeah,
Shea,
Shea.
Joel, Giannis, Jason Tatum.
Oh my!
I told you they had
God.
Jason Tatum, and then Luka was 6. Luka,
They
DeMontis,
got
Kawhi.
some bonus.
That's what I'm
in
saying.
there?
Jalen Brunson should be in this
Nah,
list.
Bro. Yeah, that list foul, dog. That list
They
is
got
foul,
JT.
bro. That list is foul. Man, get that
Hey,
list.
Sabonis is number 7, but he didn't even make the All-Star team.
Man,
you
get
know
that
it's
off your
wrong.
screen, man.
That's how you know
That's disrespectful to your screen. That's bogus,
That's
dog.
when you know they playing.
That's
They got this man number.
disrespectful,
Imagine
man.
being number 7
And
there's no
MVP.
center ahead of you besides Joel and Joker. You're the third center, and you don't even make the All-Star team.
That's crazy. The West is tough, though, man.
The only center ahead of you is Joker, which is rightfully so. It's the only one in the West that's over you.
Yeah.
And you don't even make the All-Star team. Not Cat's not up there as far as front court. AD is not up there front court.
That's crazy. That's wild, though. So who you have for your team of the week?
Team of the week. What do I have?
I gave it to Cleveland, man.
Cleveland, they were balling.
They
So,
balling.
I don't like
Five
Donovan
straight.
Mitchell.
Like, I don't think they're gonna go nowhere. But like, Garland is back, Mobley's back, and they still
Yeah, it's
they
good that they
still
got some of these
balling.
guys,
You
yeah.
know, they still rolling. So I had them or the Hawks. I mean, the Hawks.
The
four
Hawks
straight,
actually. Nobody
you know?
really. Everybody kind of like in a little bit of a stagnant
Yeah.
little spot right now. Like,
Nobody
nobody's
really like,
separating.
oh my goodness! And I mean, besides the Knicks, but they just lost. You know,
Mm-hmm.
but they was on what a 9-game win streak or something. So, so yeah, who
I had
you
the Suns.
had the
The
Suns?
Suns just for the simple fact that like they're starting to
Figure it out.
figure out it's not just Book. I mean, Book's dropping crazy numbers and they were still losing these games, but it's like Bill today. I think he had like 30 something. Like they're starting to get more balance
Yeah.
as far as like I feel like Bill was just absent, and now they're starting to get everything ironed out.
I knew to
And
take
so
the
they may-
over on Bill today.
Because he's going back to Washington.
Going back, he's
Yeah.
playing the Wizards. I'm like, yeah, Bill got that.
Yeah, I took the under on Jordan Poole. Last time I saw, he had 4 points. They had his line at 21.
Man,
and I was
that
like,
dude
21 is too high for
man,
Jordan
yeah.
Poole. They had him
I'm-
at 22 and they
listen,
dropped it. So I
I'm
knew,
sorry, but that dude stinks, man.
bro, he is garbage, man.
I
Like,
don't know what
oh my
happened
gosh,
to
he's
him.
garbage.
He was, I don't know what. I don't know that water out in D.C. is a little different, I guess.
Tainted.
I don't know, man, but like that Warriors like
Yeah,
little
just,
organization, like you can tell like that Warriors organization like kept him 20 points a game. He
Yeah.
averaged 20. Man, I'm disappointed in him.
that's insane.
Yeah,
Who you
that
got
dude's
as
garbage.
your team that you're like, nah. Oh, did I go player?
Yeah, you said KD.
No, KD was who I had, but as far as like who didn't, like my not player of the week.
Oh, we didn't do that yet.
Like this was a tough one for me. I was like, there's a couple of
So who you got for your not player?
the not player. That's something like there was a couple of options I could have went with,
I only got one option.
but I had to go.
Dog
I had to,
bogus.
I had to go
He
to Clay.
bogus.
I had to
Yeah.
go Clay.
Clay.
Because-
hey, should they trade Clay? What you thinking, man?
As a GM, you gotta care about your business over loyalty because it's like it's hard when you're like, this is Clay. I can't break the
They
Splash
ain't gonna
Brothers
win
up.
nothing anyway. So I'd have traded his but
Yeah.
I'd have traded him. I
That's a
would
tough
trade
one.
him.
But that's who I had. I had Clay because
Clay?
last night alone just did it, man. Curry had 60 points and he had 10. He had 10, bro. And they went into overtime. He didn't help his mans out, man. That was wrong. He just left him out there on the island to drown, man, like to die. Just think about it. And I think he shot 4 for 19.
That's
4
it.
for 19. And
Hey.
a lot of those ones, he was wide open. I was watching it.
Yeah, I was
lot of
watching.
them were
I
wide
was
open
watching
corner
the first half. I think he missed 3 straight. And he kept shooting.
Yeah, just 4 for 19
Kept
while
shooting.
somebody else got 60 is nasty,
3
bro.
straight misses
It's nasty.
right off the front rim. Off the front rim. He came back, got a steal, pulled up for 3 off the front rim. I can't remember what happened, but that next possession again, he shot again right off the front rim.
Yeah,
I said,
he-
this dude is not serious.
I was like, ain't
I
no
said, this
way,
dude is not
Flo.
serious. But I got somebody even more bogus than him, man.
Who's that?
We got Brooke Lopez.
Oh yeah,
Let me let you know why.
is
So
wrong
I'm
with
at the
Brooke?
Portland game in Portland watching the Bucks. Bucks are down what, 2?
1.
They're down 1. They're down 1. Brooke Lopez gets the ball. Now Doc said the players ran for Dame. Dame is in his hometown. Not hometown, but he's in the. He built this. Man.
Yeah,
The play was to go to Dame. Dame got double. Brogdon did something.
pass it back to him.
Pass it to Brooke Lopez.
you gotta pass that back.
You gotta pass it back. This was set up
Yeah,
for them
a beautiful
fans
moment.
to see Dame Lillard hit another clutch shot and this dude pulled the 3. Are you serious right now?
Yeah, that was. Oh,
I said,
yes, man.
what?
He was out of pocket for that. He wanted revenge for that shot he hit against the Kings, bro.
Exactly.
Because you seen it when he hit that shot against the Kings, he kind of just walked away with his head down. Everybody's running the Dame, doing a Dame time, but he just walked away like
that
he was calling
dude
for it.
is
Why?
Bogus.
Yeah.
But a lot of people saying, oh, Brogdon would have went towards Dame. I would rather have Dame take a contested 3-point with the time running down than Brook Lopez shooting a
I'll live and die with Dame taking that shot.
exact. And come on.
Yeah, you come
He's
on.
hit too many of these for
That
you
same
not
spot.
to pass him the ball back. I'm like,
Yeah,
no,
Brook wild
man.
for that. He was like, not after
like-
last time. You're not about to steal the thunder.
I'm like,
You're not about to
this
steal my thunder
dude-
next time.
I'm like, this dude.
Yeah, that was.
That dude is foul, dog. I'm like,
was
nah,
insane.
man, that's messed up. And then for my team, not team of the week, is the Bucks for losing.
You lose. Yeah.
So I'm like, you lose to the Blazers, like you mess up Dame homecoming.
Yeah, that's.
Like I traveled umpteen miles to see y'all lose. Come
Yeah,
on,
that's
man.
insane.
Like, nah, the Bucks get that one, man. Hey, the Blazers did play real good though.
They actually not that bad. They just find ways to lose, but they're not
Yeah.
horrible. Like they
Hey,
actually
let-
went on a little 3-game winning streak at one point.
Let me tell you this. So I'm leaving the game, right? I got my little jersey on, you know. So I'm in my Uber driver, right? I'm in my Uber car. Going back
You
to
in your Uber driver?
Oh my goodness.
What are they doing out there in Portland? Oh no, you leave that part of the story. Keep that for yourself.
That's funny. That's funny. I'm in a Uber pause. So the dude, right?
He just casually like, say, hey, what? What happened?
So the dude was like, man, we need somebody like Bobby Portis. He good on defense. I said, what?
Bobby?
I
Y'all
said,
can have him.
listen,
Tell that to the front office.
listen, you see these other fan bases and they think Bobby is somebody who he's not. I like Bobby,
Yeah.
but we need something.
The thing about Bobby is like, he is just the hype. But it's
Yeah.
no. It's like you hear the thunder, but not like but there's nothing that follows. There's no rain. You like
Right.
you keep thundering, but no rain ever
Right.
shows. Like, and you see, oh, it's Bobby, but then he get in the game, he go 2 for 8, like easily, not play no defense.
I mean, he do got a couple
Foul
good
people.
games. He do got a couple.
But
good
they
games.
just they're too
But,
far in
yeah,
between,
yeah,
man. And then he'd get some fouls, and then he get mad and foul somebody on purpose, and it's like,
Yeah, at some point, I think he's doing more harm than good.
Hey, that's what
and
I'm saying.
I love him being like the enforcer or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
but like you getting us a tech, you going
You
at this
costing
dude,
us now,
you
uh-huh.
going at this dude, and then he's scoring on you. You not scoring
You're not
back.
scoring
so,
back.
All right, man. Hey, coach, get him out of here.
get him out, man.
Get him out, man.
Like his buckets look good because they're like, oh, he just had a crazy. But I'm like, yo, you don't even notice he 2 for 8. Like he 3 for 11. Like, okay, that was a good bucket, but what about
Yeah.
the 6 he missed before that? Like, nah,
Yeah. So who's your not team of the week?
not team of the week. It's a tough one, man. And you can pick any of these scrubs, but it's a lot of scrubs out there, man.
You can pick any of these.
But I gotta go with the Hornets, bro. Like I gotta go with the Hornets.
Yeah.
And I usually don't like to pick the scrub teams, but I'm like, man, if you look at that team.
Yeah.
They just got a losing culture around them. Like
Yeah.
I think somebody was saying something. Terry Rozier.
Yeah.
He the one who did it. Like he the one who made me put them as the reason why. Because I was like,
Dang.
that's sad, man. Them dudes, they just show up to work. And I think it was a video on the bench, and they were laughing and like joking and stuff like that. And I'm like, what is there to laugh about?
Yeah,
like
y'all getting blown
there's
out. and
nothing
you
to laugh
laughing?
about. Like they don't care. I can tell they just goof around. They just a young, foolish team.
Yeah, they're
And
young
I'm just tired of
team.
them just losing. They ain't got LaMelo, but they just. And where's LaMelo? He always hurt. Like
Yeah, you think LaMelo need to move around?
What I think LaMelo needs to do is wear those ankle guards that Curry wears. Like, that's what I think LaMelo needs to do. Like, I don't like stay out the Lamborghinis
I think he needs to
get
stay
some
there,
ankle
man.
guards, man.
Yeah, he is
Like,
very
because
injured
Curry
prone.
used to have those same problems until he started wearing them, and even Trae Young was having a little ankle itch. Trae Young wears the same ankle guards that Curry wears.
Yep.
Grayson Allen wears the same. LaMelo,
Get them,
the ankle guards.
You got enough
bro.
money. You,
Like,
Lonzo, put y'all
get the ankle
big
guards,
baller
man.
brand. You getting some big baller brands though?
Absolutely not. For what? There's nothing to show for them dudes, man, besides missed games.
Triple
Like,
B, LeVar Ball, man.
I don't play enough pickup ball to just not be able to play pickup ball anymore. Like, I look forward to my once a week. If I put them on now, I'm hurt. Nah, man. Them dudes did it for me.
That's
Pause.
hilarious. That's hilarious.
Absolutely not.
But that's it, man. That's episode 14, man.
Episode 14 in the books, man. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's
Looking forward to next time, man. See who makes a cut next time.
Yeah. All right.